The legend is back, and if you grew up with posters of aggressive American muscle cars on your wall, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Today we're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Pontiac Firebird WS6, a name that carries serious weight in the performance world. Pontiac may have disappeared from showrooms years ago under General Motors, but the Firebird has always lived on in the hearts of enthusiasts. And now, the WS6 badge returns with modern performance, bold styling, and a serious attitude. This is not just a retro throwback. It's a full-on statement. From the very first glance, the 2026 Firebird WS6 looks like it means business. The designers clearly understood what made the original Firebird and especially the WS6 trim so iconic. Up front, you get a wide, low stance with a sculpted hood featuring aggressive heat extractors. The nostril-style hood vents are a direct nod to the classic WS6 models from the late 90s and early 2000s, but they've been sharpened and modernized. The front fascia is dominated by a slim LED lighting signature that stretches across the nose, giving it a futuristic edge while still keeping that classic split grille look. The headlights are narrow and piercing, and below them, large functional air intakes feed cooling to the brakes and engine. Moving along the side, the proportions are exactly what you want from a proper American performance coupe. Long hood, short rear deck, wide hips, and a roofline that slopes beautifully into the rear spoiler. The WS6 rides on staggered 20-inch forged alloy wheels wrapped in ultra-high performance summer tires. The flared fenders aren't just for show, they accommodate a wider track, which translates directly into improved cornering stability. You also get subtle WS6 badging on the front fenders, and if you look closely, you'll notice aerodynamic sculpting along the side skirts designed to reduce drag and improve high-speed balance. At the rear, the Firebird makes a bold impression. A full-width LED taillight bar gives it a modern touch, but the quad exhaust tips remind you this car still runs on pure muscle. The rear diffuser is functional, helping manage airflow underneath the car, and the decklid spoiler is tuned in the wind tunnel to provide real downforce at highway and track speeds. It's aggressive without being overdone. It doesn't rely on fake vents or unnecessary gimmicks. Everything here serves a purpose. Step inside, and you'll see that the 2026 Firebird WS6 blends old-school inspiration with modern tech. The cabin is driver-focused, with a cockpit-style layout that wraps around you. The dashboard is slightly angled toward the driver, and the flat-bottom steering wheel feels thick and purposeful in your hands. Premium materials are everywhere, including Alcantara inserts, contrast stitching, and brushed aluminum trim. The WS6 specific seats are heavily bolstered to keep you planted during hard cornering, but they're still comfortable enough for daily driving. In front of the driver sits a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster that can be customized to show everything from classic analog-style gauges to a full performance layout with G-forces, lap timers, and temperature readouts. In the center, a large 13-inch touchscreen handles infotainment duties. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, built-in navigation, and over-the-air updates. The system is quick and responsive, and thankfully, Pontiac kept physical controls for climate settings and volume, which makes a big difference when you're driving aggressively. The interior space is what you'd expect from a two-door performance coupe. The front seats offer plenty of room, even for taller drivers, while the rear seats are better suited for short trips or extra storage. Trunk space is surprisingly usable, making this car more practical than you might think. It's not just a weekend toy. It can genuinely serve as a daily driver if you want it to. Now let's talk about what really matters in a WS6, performance. Under the hood of the 2026 Firebird WS6 sits a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 engine, delivering a thrilling 485 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. For those who crave even more power, there's an optional supercharged variant pushing output north of 650 horsepower. Power is sent to the rear wheels through either a 6-speed manual transmission or a 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. Yes, you can still row your own gears, and that alone will make purists smile. The acceleration is brutal in the best way possible. The base WS6 can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds, while the supercharged version dips into the mid-3-second range. Launch control helps you get off the line cleanly, and the exhaust note is pure American thunder. It's deep, raw, and unmistakable. In sport mode, the active exhaust opens up, delivering crackles and pops on downshifts that will send chills down your spine. Handling has also taken a big leap forward. The chassis is stiffer than ever, and the WS6 comes standard with adaptive magnetic ride suspension. This system constantly adjusts damping in real time, giving you a smooth ride in touring mode and razor-sharp control in track mode. The steering is precise and well-weighted, offering real feedback from the road. Massive Brembo brakes provide serious stopping power, with large ventilated rotors and multi-piston calipers ensuring consistent performance even during aggressive driving sessions. One of the most impressive aspects of the new Firebird WS6 is how balanced it feels. Yes, it's a muscle car at heart, but it doesn't feel like a blunt instrument. It feels refined, controlled, and capable of carving corners with confidence. The electronic limited slip differential helps put the power down effectively, reducing wheel spin and maximizing traction when exiting turns. In terms of driving modes, you get multiple settings including Tour, Sport, Track, and Custom. Each mode adjusts throttle response, steering feel, suspension stiffness, and exhaust sound. This flexibility makes the WS6 surprisingly versatile. You can cruise comfortably on the highway, then switch to track mode and transform the car into an aggressive performance machine. Safety and driver assistance features are also part of the package. The 2026 Firebird WS6 includes adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, and automatic emergency braking. While this is clearly a performance-focused vehicle, it doesn't ignore modern safety expectations. Now let's talk pricing, because that's going to be a huge factor for potential buyers. The base 2026 Pontiac Firebird WS6 is expected to start around $52,000. That positions it competitively against other American performance coupes in its class. If you opt for the supercharged version, pricing climbs closer to the $68,000 mark, depending on options. Fully loaded models with carbon fiber packages, upgraded brakes, premium audio systems, and performance tires can push past $75,000. When you compare that to rivals in the performance segment, the Firebird WS6 offers serious value. You're getting V8 power, a manual transmission option, advanced suspension technology, and a heritage nameplate that carries emotional weight. For enthusiasts who want something that stands out from the crowd, this car delivers. Fuel economy isn't going to be its strongest selling point, but that's not why you buy a WS6. Expect combined figures in the high teens for the naturally aspirated model and slightly lower for the supercharged variant. This is about performance and experience, not hypermilling. Overall, the 2026 Pontiac Firebird WS6 feels like a true revival done right. It respects its heritage without being trapped by it. It offers modern technology, real performance upgrades, and a design that turns heads everywhere it goes. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Firebird name or someone looking for a powerful, rear-wheel drive sports coupe with attitude, the new WS6 deserves serious attention. This isn't just a comeback. It's a reminder of what American muscle can be when it evolves instead of fading away. The Firebird is back, and the WS6 badge once again means performance, aggression, and pure driving excitement. If this is the direction Pontiac is taking, the future looks loud, fast, and incredibly exciting.